Hey, what's up, guys? Grim Reaper Zero right here. Today we've got another Clash Royale video. First, I want to give a shout out to my friend Eloy Galvin, and you look him up on YouTube. He's actually he's starting a YouTube channel now, just like I did a while ago, and I hope he does well because I'm just starting to get back into the groove. I have a ton of videos I'm gonna upload, so if you see this one before a bunch of others, I got a ton I gotta upload. So go ahead and subscribe to him on YouTube. He's probably going to be more active on YouTube than me, but let's jump right into the battle, and that's very loud. Let's turn that down all the way. We do not need that. And let's put, no, that's not that, landscape on, just because I have it sideways, because, it looks really weird when I record it face up. So, as you can see, I have 1,914 trophies. Sorry, that's sideways again, because like I said, if I don't record it like this, the game plays, then they're really messed up and they do not look weird. Um, Sorry, that was someone I was just talking to a little while ago. So I now have 500 wins, which is awesome. This is the deck I've been rolling. It's pretty good. It's pretty really good actually. So I'm actually gonna show you a few games. Here's one right here. Um, First, here's a glitch. Look at this. Oh, wait. Oh, here it is. See, look at this. Like, it's two. It's not going to go away. I don't know why. I guess it just has to be pushed up all the way. Um, yeah, okay. So let's jump right into this battle. This was an interesting one. So I'm like, I just get on. This is the first game of the day, and I have no clue I'm going up against because he's level 8, and I'm not thinking too much. I'm just like, okay, I got to beat this guy, and then I'll get a new record for trophies. And so I dropped down my Valkyrie in the back because putting things in the back is good. That sounded weird. Yeah. So he laughs. I don't know why. I just do that. And then he drops Royal Giant. And I realize, oh, great. I'm going against this guy, this kind of person. So I got to take him out. So I I need to take all this out. Fortunately, he gets the upper hand. But then I get my Valkyrie to do almost as much damage as he did. Only about 200 hit points. About that much, yeah. And so we're pretty much equal. And he was laughing a lot throughout this, thinking, he's got this. So I decided to go for my first big push of the game with the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A., I have a level 4 P.E.K.K.A. now, which is amazing. It has so much health, and it just tanks, and it does so much damage. It's just a really good card, and, he starts laughing again. I don't know why he was laughing. He probably thought, I did something stupid. So I prepare for a huge rush right here, and he throws a musketeer, and I know in order to take out his musketeer, I'm going to need a fireball and a zap. So I throw the fireball, and then I get my zap ready, and I zap it, take out the musketeer. But unfortunately, he puts down goblins, and grouping cards such as that are really amazing against the P.E.K.K.A. because he swings slowly. He cries because I did so much damage to him. And I decided I need to take that bomber out. I don't want to have unnecessary damage done to my tower. For some reason, my minions, they take 2 hits to die instead of 3, which was really annoying. And he decided, because I thought I had them high enough level that they, at least till level 8, they can still do take 3 hits before they die. That's what makes them good, so they can get more hits. And he decides to throw down a Royal Giant, and he's got a Goblin Hut, which is super annoying. So I think to myself, I gotta take this out, because, or else he's gonna damage it. So I zap it, saving myself from a little bit of damage, and then I get the Wizard ready to go. And as my Valkyrie pushes up, and I am like, okay, I need to take that stupid, yeah, whatever it's called. I hate them. They're super annoying. And we both, get towers at the same time. And I actually have enough elixir to get another P.E.K.K.A. down. And he decides to do that just to distract him, thinking, oh, I got this. But, since I have now 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, a wizard, which just died, and I've got super tanky, and, I think he's kind of worried because he's trying really hard to get rid of that. And unfortunately, my first P.E.K.K.A. dies, but I get a wizard, which is now super defensive, and he thinks, oh, that's going to help. And we're going to slow this down a little. So I've got my P.E.K.K.A. swinging, and I've got all this damage, and I could tell he's freaking out probably because he's like, oh god, dude, that's so much damage being dealt. If you look at that, look how much damage. That P.E.K.K.A. does like 600 damage, and he just takes it out, bringing it down to 105 health. But now take a look at my cards. I've already won this game. I mean, he's done like no damage to my crown tower and no damage to my regular tower. Excuse me. And now I just need to fireball it, and that game will be over. I'm beating this guy who's been in the next arena. He decides to think he can take me out, but I throw a fireball and I say thanks, because he was kind of taunting me the whole game. That's what's great about having a fireball or something like a rocket. If something like that happens, you have a way to be able to take it out without having to worry about continue a giant push. So that was a good game. Now let's see if we can find, oh, perfect, what are we gonna get here? Nothing good. I got Zap at least. Actually, I kind of wanted some Zap. A draw, I don't think I showed you this one. Yeah, this was an interesting one. This person had a legendary, he had the Three Musketeers, and I played really, really well this game, as you saw, really well. So I do a crying face because I was kind of upset because I was losing a bunch of games earlier, so I just did that. And so he decides to drop down the Witch, and I put my Valkyrie down because I want to get ready for a push, and then he drops his Valkyrie, and then I need to take that out. And I see he drops a Princess, and then I go, oh, great. So I zap it, thinking I could take it out, but nope, my zap was not a high enough level. So I dropped down the skeleton since she's already locked onto the tower, and I was hoping I could do some damage. And he's a level 9 too, so I was like, oh, great. He's got a Hog Rider. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure he's going to take this tower right here. And things are not looking too good. See, look at this. And I decided to fireball, even though that was a horrible elixir trade. I was like, wow, this is pissing me off. So I was like, and I got mad, as you could tell. I was pretty upset. I'm like, wow, I'm going to lose another game. And he's like, thumbs up. And then he decides right here to do something very interesting. He drops down the Three Musketeers, and I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm going to have to deal with that now. So and I laugh because I realized I had a great strategy. I decided to throw down the bomber because I didn't want to waste any elixir. And I decide, here, look what I do. I zap him, drop the Valkyrie, takes out all of them. See, that's the great thing about this game, and from other YouTubers that I've learned things. I've learned some very helpful things. Like, if you know the YouTuber Orange Juice, he gives a lot of helpful tips. And in this game, I actually use his Zap Fireball tip. And it actually, pretty much wins me the game at one point. And, it's looking really bad right now. And I'm like, okay, I need to kill this witch right now. And so I get the wizard ready because, the wizard is great. And he had a rocket, but I'm not sure why I didn't use it this whole game. I don't think he really thought he would need it. And then I put a Valkyrie down in the front. That's a really good strategy. Takes out, groups in the front. And so look, so this is where things are interesting. So look at this. So I see that, I'm like, oh, fireball, but that's not going to take him out. But like Orange Juice, the YouTuber, said, fireball him, zapped at the same time, obliterates them. And because of that, I took the tower. And that thing had 1,800 health. I took that in instant. And now I've dropped down another P.E.K.K.A. and he's probably thinking I can take this. And my P.E.K.K.A. is just about to die, but still, it has so much health, and he's probably freaking out right now. He's like, oh great, this is actually really bad. So then I'm actually going to slow this down a little bit, and so now he's all out of everything. He has nothing. And then look at that, 154 health, zapped, fireball, it's over. See, that's the thing why I hate having super expensive things except for one tank. This is my tip. If you guys are watching and you don't play this game, just only have one tank in your deck. You shouldn't need to have like a Royal Giant and a P.E.K.K.A. or two Giants. I mean like the Royal Giant and the normal Giants. Because then it just makes your deck super expensive. I mean, look at this. The P.E.K.K.A.'s in this deck, and it's at 3.6, 3.5, 3.3. See, I mean, the Balloon and the Giant are both expensive, but I, balance everything out by putting less expensive things. And this one, I kind of use a lot of spells, but, again, I balance out things. I mean, it's alright to have super expensive decks, don't get me wrong. Sorry again that this is sideways. I mean, I wish I could change the orientation. But can't, like, you shouldn't. I mean, I saw a battle. This guy, he had all the most expensive cards in the game, and I believe the highest amount of elixir like the average is like a 7.8. I may be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Um, but because those are kind of for fun things, but you shouldn't need more than one tank. I mean, two at most. But after, if you have two tanks, like say a P.E.K.K.A. and a giant, then you're gonna need to balance out things by maybe putting in a Valkyrie, some skeletons, some zap, because you need to be defensive. I mean, my decks are usually super offensive, but I usually say for this one, when I have the balloon and giant. It's like one of the most offensive things in the game right now that everyone's using, besides the miner, the P.E.K.K.A., the regular mini P.E.K.K.A., excuse me, and the minions. Because I actually got beat by someone who was using that strategy yesterday. It's really annoying. And but the Valkyrie is a very defensive card, so I always run her in pretty much all of my decks, because without her I'd be screwed sometimes. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Try and keep it not as expensive. I'm gonna be making a video soon explaining, once I get to Royal Arena, how I did it. It took me about a month. I'm just about level 9, as you can see. But besides that, yeah, there's not much more going on. I kind of want to see if there's another battle I want to show you guys. Defeat. What's this? Wonder if there was an interesting one. This one was an interesting one. I want you to take a look at this one. So, I mean, I didn't know what this guy was doing. So look what he does right off the start of the game. I say good luck, just throw him a good old good luck. And thumbs up. And then look what he does right off the start of the game. And he says, well played, I don't know why. He fireballs my tower. And the first thought of mine is, oh, is he just trying to let me get a win or something? And he fireballs it again. And I'm thinking he has to be, did he zap his own tower? No, that must have been mine. Oh yeah, I was wasting elixir. That's why I did it. That was me. So I go for that push and he zaps it, and then he does that for some reason. And then I freeze and poison, and that was a super easy take right there. And it was just that I don't know what this guy was doing. I took his tower right at the beginning of the game without even trying. I thought he was giving me the win, and then I realized later he was, running the most retarded deck in the whole game. I mean, I've seen some stupid decks and stupid players, but I'm not sure what this guy was doing. I mean, seriously. I tried to go for the 3 crown, then he fireballs it for some reason, and then he zaps out. I don't know why. There was absolutely no point. I'm not sure if this guy is just bad or what, but, he was running the most retarded deck in the whole game. I mean, seriously. Skeletons. It wasn't even a full skeleton deck. See, look at this. And I zapped the whole thing because I wanted to get rid of that. And I'm already doing some serious damage, kind of, not really. And I was like, what is this guy doing? Is he trying to let me win while making it look like he doesn't want to lose? I had no clue. But he says good game, like, oh, he's gonna, I don't know what this guy was doing. I'm not sure if he was just bad or what. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna take out that, elixir pump, that, because when someone loses their elixir pump, it's kind of a big deal, because then they lose a ton of elixir, and then he mirrors them like he's probably thinking, oh, we can get the tower, and then I poison the whole thing, and then those skeletons are gone, and then he does this again. I'm not sure what this guy was thinking, like, honestly, I have no clue at all. Like, it was a weird game. Just look at this. I mean, that's pretty much how it's gonna last the rest of the game. Just look at this. So for the rest of the game, I'm trying to push while he's, using nothing but skeletons, and I freeze it because I want to see if I can take out the tower. I'm pretty sure he was trying to let me win while just being retarded. I don't know. If you guys can tell me, that'd be great, but I'm very close to the Royal Arena. I'm very excited. Ignore that, that's the phone. So once I get to that arena, all I'm going to need is just these 4 cards, and I'll have every normal card in the game besides the legendaries. Yeah, it's still ringing. So I really hope I can get the miner, because he's really good right now. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it. Talk to you later.